So, Dark Side will be the first map here, so... Let's see what happens. Here on Dark Side. This is Premier's new map. And Haru's already saying, no! In this
no way, this guy. This guy is memeing so hard.
Alright,
spawning over to the right with 3 tier 3. We've got this guy. And his opponent to the left, the reigning champion, Haru. Now both players like snap picked balloons, which I think is interesting. Do you like put that in the little heart in the middle where Haru is, you know?
I don't want to say anything about the snap pick balloon. I mean, maybe Haru picked it for a reason, but this guy, that's a meme deck. That's definitely a meme deck.
Dude, this guy's memeing so hard here.
Come on.
I don't...
You can't just meme like that. Haru's gonna maybe win 2 tournaments in a row. That'd be pretty big.
Hey, maybe we're crazy. And you know what? Like I was talking about earlier, what this map screams to me is a powerful 2-base attack, right? Because you already get that second mill. So maybe this guy is actually doing some 4D chess here. Maybe he's like, you know, I build up a little defense, I power up on 2 bases, and then I go into my tier 3.
And you see, we also see that this guy especially using his bad internet to DDoS the opponent and really building up those salt levels on both the caster's side and the player's side.
You're at like an 8 out of 10 now, man. You're getting there. But the lag didn't look like it cleared up. And yeah, I'm actually excited for this because I feel like this guy's not... Maybe he's not memeing. Maybe he's actually playing the map here.
Yeah.
He's saying,
You look at the opening on this map too, like 9 farm openings. New shit. You never expect a 9 farm opening in Tooth and Tail usually, but now people are going for it. And Haru has like his really sneaky listed up top here. What is he gonna do with it? He's gonna
and he gets scouted by this guy. Very nice.
Yeah, sees the lizards coming. Looking forward to see what they do with this.
Yeah, turret right there to protect the farm. And again, the turrets, they build so fast they can be used in a pinch, as they're already here to defend against the lizard harassment, which is shoot away. Yeah,
and the lizards can't just go in on that pick MG, especially not with the squirrels around too. And this guy, again, you know, he has only the squirrels and the MG so far. Building those T3s is gonna be hard, but if he can manage to get his memes going, might just be worth it. But look at Haru, incoming lizard harass here.
Yeah, Haru
just run straight into
giving his opponent the runaround, grabbing a pig, but at the same time, this guy moving over to these warrens, gonna try to take those undefended warrens out.
Ooh, is this a bad fight incoming here? Like, the lizards are not gonna be so good in these tight corridors as we've seen before in other maps like Highway. But and he actually manages to just take this fight here. He takes out one of the warrens and just runs away again. I would say that's pretty good for this guy.
But keep in mind he did lose the farms at the bottom, so...
Yeah, let's have a little look at the graphs here. On army value, they're pretty tight here. But on income... If we look at that here for a second, hold on. It seems like Haru's actually ahead on income here. So... Yeah, maybe Haru has a small advantage, actually.
Yeah, either way... it's pretty close. I think this is still a pretty neck-and-neck game here. Both players getting a little bit of damage done at the beginning. And here's that balloon. Maybe this is why the snap pick balloon goes down. That's where I was thinking he'd put it, like in that little heart area up top. And this guy, saving up that money, the first tier 3 is going to be the wolf, which will help get the other tier 3 out faster. It'll help farm a little extra money. Yeah. So I can understand that, but let's see what Haru's going to do. Haru probably going to scout that right now.
Yeah, he sees it definitely. Neck and neck. Tetris for Haru. That's an old meme. Have you seen those videos?
What is it?
There was a lot of people at some point watching some Tetris tournaments, and the casters would always say 2 specific things. Neck and neck and Tetris 4 and then a player name. So whenever someone says neck and neck, my instincts just tell me to say Tetris for Haru.
It's just like burned in your skull.
It's burned into my skull. I've been watching too much Tetris, dude.
Tetris. I've never considered watching competitive Tetris, but now that you mention it, maybe I'll turn that on when I'm doing something like playing a card game or something.
Yeah, alright. We see the wolf has been queued here now. 45 seconds or so, and the wolf should be out. We'll see if it manages, but now in comes the Lizard Menace.
Here's the push. Haru's response to that tier 3 was to build up a whole lot of tier 1. and try to shove in before the wolf is done. Let's see if he can make it happen here.
But look at this guy. He also just has a big bunch of T1, but is it enough to defend? He is using this mill to tank, which is going to force Haru to like go a little bit back here. So maybe if he just lasts a little longer, he's actually winning the fight now. This guy is managing to push Haru back despite losing the 2 farms there, but might be worth losing 2 farms to get the T3 tech up. And now he's gonna go for an owl too. Is he gonna win with his memes?
Yeah, that went, all things considered, this guy can't be upset with how that went for him. You're sure he had a couple of casualties there. But if you look at the army value graph, you know, he took that fight pretty well. He traded pretty evenly. That defender's advantage really kicking in for him. And now he's got these powerful tier 3 units on the board. One's already here. Another one's on the way. And that wolf is just going to go ahead and make these pigs work a little harder and faster and stronger.
Yeah, the income for this guy, for that reason, is actually better than Haru's, just because the wolf is buffing it. We have a little lizard rate going on here. But the pigs also defend themselves better because they have increased attack speed. Might matter a little. No, 2 pigs go down and only 3 lizards. But yeah, while in theory that'll help the pigs defend themselves a little bit better, it's not quite coming out here yet. All right, we have 1 owl being queued already, and we have the wolf here trying to buff the Warren too. So that owl is gonna come out much faster than a normal owl. And if the wolf can buff the owl, we'll see a lot of mice this game.
Yeah, I'm a little worried for this guy if he keeps going too crazy on the owls. If Haru figures it out, builds a bunch of falcons, but that is super theory. And if that is the case, you know, this guy could use some foxes. But really the problem is this huge attack coming in from Haru.
Oh, look at the owl in here. It's buffed. It's ready to fight. Will this fight go well for this guy now that he has 2 T2s? I don't know.
So many chameleons, man.
Those cams very strong. Low health on all the camps here. They're now going to finally go down. The T3 ones are under attack. They're going to be attacked here. He sells one of them to save a little bit of value here. Will he be able to spawn enough mice with the owl here to win this fight now is the question. He's wolf buffing it pretty well. All of his ones there are going down, and yeah, all the camps are down now, but is it enough? He still needs to take out these squads here. And look at those wolf buffed mice just going ham. Oh my god. Maybe
this guy is defending, but has he taken up enough damage is the question. He's got a couple of tier...
Oh, Speedy Owl moving across the map. Is this gonna work? Is this meme going to work? Will he take it?
He's gotta win right here, right now. Oh my gosh, this counterattack might actually be coming through.
Oh,
I thought
no.
6 chameleons.
This guy is breaking the meta, and he's taking the fight to Haru now with the wolf-buffed owl. That wolf-buffed owl is getting so much value and with so many mice, and he's actually just manages to take the first game here with memes. All right, I'll go ask.
That was my favorite tournament match.
Yeah,
I think most people would agree.
That was pretty good. All right, I'll ask Haru what the next match
where we're going next.
Where are we going next?
Oh, that was hilarious. You know, I think it was smart by this guy. It was a little memey, but I think it was actually rehearsed. I think this guy said, you know what, this crazy deck is gonna work because this crazy map, and sure enough, he got away with it. Which is exactly what we're looking for at this custom map tournament. You know, we want to see a different meta that's a little bit based on the map.
And what a crazy play we saw from this guy that game. Like, wolf buffed owl. What is this?
Like people go on a slight tangent. You know, people will really underestimate how important maps are in competitive games like RTS. Like, for example, Brood War. You know, the classic defining RTS hasn't been patched in forever, but they kind of do patch it, and they patch it based on maps. And you know, different maps will have different meta games involved, and the idea of that being introduced to Tooth and Tail to me is really exciting.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to see people just submit a lot of maps, and with a lot of map submissions, you're gonna see a lot of like just changes in how people play depending on the map. So even though the meta right now is saying you should play cams, then people could take a
on this specific map. You know, barbed wire is amazing, right? Or something like that.
Well, maybe we'll see how people will find out how to play on these maps here. The map meta, so to speak, is still quite young. This is after all only the second tournament on custom maps, so we'll see how it develops.
So this is Genbu Ravine, so this isn't a crazy map. I think you can kind of just like play as normal here for the most part. This is just kind of like a fair, balanced macro map. And here we go on the left side, up a game with a crazy strategy last time. We've got this guy and his opponent to the right, the reigning champion, looking to tie things up in this best of 5. We've got Haru. And we've got a wolf from both sides here. And as we were talking about the barbed wire, man, this guy's rocking it this time around.
Yeah, I have said that maybe on Genbu Wire could be pretty alright, but we'll see if it works out for him. That and Grey Mirror Hollow, of course, but this isn't Grey Mirror, this is Genbu Ravine. So far, though, very standard start from both players, just farms coming up for them. No warrants so far, anything the likes of.
Yeah, what's interesting to me is this guy has most of his patented push. I'm always a little bit worried for the early game when players just run Squirrel or just Squirrel Pigeon. You don't really include Pigeon in the at least I don't when I'm thinking about, Squizzard or Squirrel Toad or something like that. Pigeon's more of a utility support unit for larger armies. So, Haru having Squirrel, Lizard, Toad against just the squirrels of this guy is a bit alarming, but we'll see. We'll see if it actually matters. Ooh, 8 farm, tier 2 opening, but right in front of Haru. He's gonna, I was gonna say, he's probably trying to mind games him.
Yeah, he's gonna sell it again and go for 2 squirrel ones instead. But the T2 would actually have come out, considering that Haru is actually building a mill with a farm on it. So, the T2 opening would have actually worked for this game in particular. So, yeah, and he's gonna switch into the T2 immediately here again. He sold the warrant to actually get it up quick. Now he sells everything again and just goes for farms. This guy going for the big mind games here. And there we have...
that is amazing. Both games he's been doing some really cool things, so I'm excited.
Yeah, he's here to destroy the meta. Meta, what's that? Don't know what you're talking about.
This is cool. Now, Haru sees it again, and what's interesting is that this guy could kind of get away with it because, like you were saying earlier, Haru's going for a bit of a economic opening himself. So this guy had a little wiggle room to do something great, and he's changing it up again to a wolf.
He sold 2 farms to build a wolf.
What is he doing?
Yeah, Haru just walks in and is like, what are you doing?
He sells that. Oh my god, this guy. Stop it. He's out of control.
He builds a wolf again. He sold it again and builds it again the moment that Haru didn't see it.
So he tells his opponent, I'm 8 farm milling, and then he sells the mill, builds a tier 2, sells that, builds a bunch of tier 1, sells that, builds a whole bunch of farms, sells that, builds a tier 3, sells that, and builds a tier 3 again.
Oh, and now he's out on the map trying to maybe make something happen? I'm so confused. He's just meta, don't know what that is. He's just playing as confusing as he can to try and really just catch Haru off guard here. And it's working on me. I don't know if it works on Haru, but I'm definitely getting caught off guard here. All these squirrels running over here, they're just gonna run away. Haru can't really get to them in time, so he's just gonna ignore them.
I mean, all fun aside, Haru might be in a little bit of a better spot. Even though you get all your money back, this guy did lose a little bit of tempo being a little memey or maybe indecisive. Haru,
and look,
his second base is established. He's got his tier 3 on the way. He's got a strong army.
We're gonna see double wolf this game, which is gonna be pretty interesting. Haru floating enough food to definitely build the wolf immediately here, so good on him for that.
Yeah, in Haru's army is gonna support the wolf a lot better. Yeah, with these juicy tier 2 units to buff up. I'm surprised this guy hasn't thrown down any tier 2 just yet.
Yeah, you'd much rather just buff a lot of T2 to get really, a lot of skunk gas or a very strong falcons out, because buffing T2 is just more valuable.
Yeah, you get that buff on the falcons or the chameleons. That is absolutely huge. And we got another big bad macro game on our hands, and let's see if they want to go for a 2-base timing. Obviously, what you would expect is the players, if they were going for a timing to attack, to move out when the tier 3 is here. Sure enough, this guy's got his tier 3, and he's going to start looking around on the map.
Oh no, the wolf incoming. Haru's wolf isn't quite here yet, but it's almost there, and the wolf, there's a lot of wolf buff unit for this guy, so, you know, he's getting ready, he's looking to attack, and in comes the move.
I like Haru's army a little better here. Let's see how this happens.
Yeah, I think this guy is not gonna be, the toad explosions are massive, and he can't run away from those wolf buff units.
No, the chameleon! Look at him.
Look at the wolf buff chameleon.
Jeez.
Oh.
That was sick. So fast, just giving them the bops.
Giving
them the blaps.
Yeah, what is the meta here, dude? Playboy playing so awkward in this last final, but it seems like Haru is gonna go in and start just wrecking on this guy's base. Is to say,
yeah, Ty's thing probably gonna tie it up here soon. Let's see. This guy's fighting back though. I don't blame him. This is a tournament match. You know, on paper, this is Haru's game, but this guy's going to stay here, and he's going to try to make it happen. If he can get this wolf, it'd be a good place to start, but not going to happen.
Oh, the wolf buff toads running in there, getting good explosions. Oh, there we go. In the engage against toads, getting explosions. Cam's running in, just whacking those squirrels. This guy is just still not looking good. He's still going for a wolf, by the way. This guy is having his own wolf again already. He didn't sell the wolf form even though he was so far behind. What is this mad lad doing?
Yeah, that was kind of questionable to try to get that other wolf out again, but he did get it here. But again, man, you know, Haru got an actual composition here. This guy's just got a whole bunch of squirrels, and you know, variety is always a healthy thing in an RTS army. And Haru just railing on through.
The wolf is still out for this guy, but he's starving and he just doesn't have a lot of units. The wolf buff is going to help him catch some of these units off guard. Is he going to get Haru's wolf? No, he doesn't really have the damage for it.
Close.
Half health, not too
Pure squirrel just can't compete with things like toads and chameleons, you know?
No, it's not.
And it shouldn't either. I agree. I think Haru's army should have won this, and sure enough, it did.
Yeah, there you go. So a point for Haru on the scoreboard here. Bringing it to a 1-1, which I think is very fair. All right, I'll go ask this guy what map he would like.
Ask him what he was thinking too while you're at it.
We could do a player interview if you want to talk to this guy about his.
We're not gonna pause the set and explain yourself, sir.
I asked him next map, and his answer was maybe.
Oh gosh.
And that is actually a map name, so there's a map name maybe.
Well, let's get it. Tied up 1-1. Haru with some nice, pretty standard play last game. You know, he got up a powerful army. He macroed up safely with a lot of scouting intel, even though this guy was all over the place. I don't think this guy's plan in the end really justified. It's just a pure random here from this guy. And on the left side, we've got Haru. Or I'm sorry, we've got this guy. He's throwing me off the loop now. And on the right, we've got Haru. And you know what? This guy did random, but he randomed with something that's doable.
Yeah, he has the Squished plus the moles in his army comp, and you know, he has boars, so you could go for some kind of time push featuring boar maybe. So we'll see what happens. But welcome to maybe. This is my own creation, Delphius. What do you think?
This is the jet map, huh?
Yes, this is my own creation.
At first, the lakes look like an angry face to me, and I can't not see that anymore.
Oh, no, why would
you see what I'm saying? Or maybe like the high ground in the middle is like the mouth, and then the bottom lake is like his little goatee. You know what I'm saying?
Look, you can't. Look, I made art, and this is what
it looks like a
me.
face to me. And then you got like the cheekbones or the main bases.
Well, I'll just say that.
And the nose is the campfire. Oh my god. This dude, now I can't not see it. Does everybody else? Are you guys with me? Do you see the face?
Maybe.
Maybe, right?
Which is the name of the map. The map is
no, joking
maybe.
aside, this is pretty cool. I like the fast distance to your second or third with that little bit of road there, and then you've got the water kind of stopping. Like, it's interesting because these bottom bases are so close to each other, but they do have that water in the way, so looks like something like ferrets, which Haru does have, could be abused here.
Definitely, and if this guy wants to take south, he's gonna be in close quarters, but he doesn't have to take the south to be in close quarters, and that's part of the map design here. You can just take the north if you don't want to be in close quarters now. So,
right, this guy could respond by taking that northwest base if he didn't want to clutter things up, and This guy getting a little crazy, though. Lots of lizards here. Get the moles up. Haru did scout the mole in the middle.
Yeah, but is he gonna move those moles out? This guy probably saw in the minimap that Haru saw the mole warren. We'll see. No, so
here
far.
Come the lizards. Gonna try to attack this second base. Haru's got his own lizards, though.
Yeah, lizard mole against squirrel lizard. We'll see what happens.
Right now, these moles could help out a decent amount in this little engagement here. You need to bring those lizards in, though. They're a little far away. All right.
Ooh, yeah. This guy, though, is retreating here. Selling the mole warren again here to just go home now. Not going for more crazy plans, but now he's going to build a very T1 army featuring all of his T1 now. With a big focus on lizards with 12 of them in total. 6 moles and 9 squirrels.
Yeah, this is a huge tier 1 push. This is really going to punish Haru if he does anything like try to get a tier 2 or tier 3. Like, Haru's fine right now if he keeps building tier 1. You know, he did invest a little bit of food into a second base, but not a whole lot. As I feel like he can hold this off just fine as long as he doesn't throw down a tier 2 like right now. Let's see.
Yeah, I also want to see
more tier 1. I think that's the right response.
Yeah, and definitely also good to see toads. I want to see toads against this guy's army with both moles and lizards potentially being blown up on. Could be pretty alright to see.
Yeah, if this guy has some good micro and tries to get those toad hits to land on the moles while keeping the lizards back, you know, this could work out for him. And he's going to try to take an angle that's going to be the most advantageous. He needs to be careful with all these chokes against toads, though.
Yeah, this map here does have a lot of, like, small one-tile annoying little things there to mix up the map here. But in comes the engagement. Ooh, that is...
Did you see that toad hit? Oh, my God.
Yeah, that toad hit was brutal, but... At least this guy managed to take out the farm, but Haru's just going to rebuild it and sit here on the 9 toads, which is definitely going to be pretty alright in taking down the mass T1 army from this guy.
Yeah, that was a tough spot to attack in on. Now, keep in mind, this guy does have his own second base, and he did lose that fight, but he took out a pig. I think he got a couple warrants, too. And that defender's advantage really helping out for Haru there. And Haru sees the second base. He's going to be a little upset about that.
Yeah, but looking
but he's still in a good spot.
Yeah, but looking at the army value graph, we can definitely see that there's a little bit of an advantage to Haru at the moment.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Outmoves the army here. Haru might just be catching him off guard. Yeah, he just goes in an engagement. The engage happens. Are those toads going to get good hits? Ooh, toads here are just brutal against the pure T1 here from this guy. They managed to just take out, and now Haru's squirrels, the last 3 remaining, just gets to go and attack this mill.
Yeah, good micro from this guy there, but, you know, again, with all this terrain around, those toads just were able to come in at the right angle. 9 toads is a lot, but you're basically guaranteeing hits, you know. It's expensive to run 9 toads because they're always going to die, but you're not going to be able to take all those down before at least a few of them connect.
Indeed. Haru moving back to his own base again here.
But this guy's staying at only 3 moles because ideally he wants those toads to run into the moles. And to do this right requires a lot of micro on the side of this guy. So let's see if he can get it done this time. No, that doesn't pull the lizards back in time, and those connections are nice and juicy for Haru, and that might have been too much.
Yeah, we see the same outcome again there with Haru's squirrels being the only thing surviving this fight, and now Haru can march forward and see if he can get any value with these squirrels here. He just managed to take another little fight here against this guy here, damaging a lot of units, taking down a warren here, killing all these units again, and I think that at this point, Haru might just be able to try and close the game here. We'll see if he manages with the defenders and matches going in this guy's favor right now. And this guy surrenders the second match, giving Haru another point, but it still isn't done. Well, I'll go ask this guy what the next match should be.
It's time. Oh, this guy picking best commander this time around. Basically already won the game.
I don't like him anymore. I hope Haru wins. I want
to see this guy bring it a little this time. You know, the strategies. The first strategy was questionable, but it worked and it made sense. Second game, he seemed a little he seems like he's in a meme mood, man. You know, going random on the grand finals of the events. So let's see if he's gonna go random again, or if he's gonna pull out the trusted this guy's skunk push, or what's on his mind. I know it is pretty late over there for you Europeans, so he might just be tired.
Yeah, they tried to start before me changing the map here, but I got to say Haru to just back off. But the next map is Law and Order, picked by this guy.
All right, this is another one of the classic custom maps made for the previous event in late 2018 by Illuminatus, the one and only.
It was actually it was made as a 2v2 map originally, but because I just liked the map so much, I asked for a 1v1 version of it, and Elam made it here to include it in this tournament right now.
Oh, that's awesome.
So this used to be a 2v2 map, but here we go with the 1v1 version of Law and Order.
Players thinking, all right, this time this guy's done messing around. Maybe he felt like he had a little room to breathe, but now that Haru's up a game, he's on match point here. Let's see it, and this map just looks so beautiful on the mini-map here, but let's go. Spawning on the left on match point, looking to take another victory, second in a row. It's Haru. And his opponent on the right, needing to win here to tie this up and go to the 5th match. We've got this guy.
All right.
I love the campfires right next to the main. The 2 campfires like that, in my opinion, like really encourage like base 1.5 play, where you're really aggressive on one base and you use those campfires that just kind of supplement that income.
Indeed, and that might be what happens here in Law and Order. But however, if you take those campfires, especially the one that's furthest away, it's just vulnerable to getting picked off by lizards. And we see Haru bringing lizards, so if this guy goes for anything like that, we might see some trouble happening.
So a lot of defense here, surprisingly. We see balloons, barbed wire, and mines. Both players with the chameleons. I think the chameleons are kind of the all-star unit of this patch or this current meta. They're just such strong units. There's no reason to really leave home without them. And this guy has kind of got a weird composition again. He's got like wolf, squirrel.
Oh, the 2 were just standing on top of that hill waving. Now this guy's just gonna go there. We're just gonna start with chameleons here. You should have seen the interaction there. And Haru's gonna open balloon.
All right, this is weird. What's going on? Where is that balloon? Why don't I see it?
It's in the middle of the map.
Oh yeah, I see it now, right on the edge. Interesting.
Oh,
this guy sees it. Like, what are you thinking if you see a balloon way out there like that?
Yeah, and he can't really stop it from coming up because he started T2.
Yeah. This guy, what is going on this game? He's taking the base behind his opponent, and he doesn't have anything like turrets to contain or do any kind of cheesy, rush style with defense.
What is this series in general?
Yeah, this has been absolutely bonkers.
Oh, these 2, especially this guy is... Oh, he's using his lag attack now. And he's just BMing with his flag, burrowing and just spamming that on Haru. Cam has moved out here, actually. If you look in the south here, the Cam's standing next to the bottom mill here on Haru's side of the river.
Yep. Got a little bit of a lag spike. Oh, okay. So this guy is just going to kind of proxy Warren and try to come to the back door with a whole bunch of squirrels and try to wreak havoc.
Yeah, you remember?
Oh, man. That chameleon getting so much value.
Yeah, and now Haru's moving in slowly here.
Yeah, but now Haru might sniff this out. No, he doesn't go investigate. Oh, this is hilarious by this guy, man.
No, I don't even know
if this works.
How to comment this. I'm looking. I hope this works. That would be so entertaining. I know, especially that the user on Discord called Proxy Raccoon would love to see this. Look at it, and now the Cam there, moving out again, and standing there.
The scout, doesn't see anything crazy. He's probably thinking if he's really. Oh, I mean, he's got to know something's up. Because I was going to say maybe if he's on point, but only 2 Warrens? Like, where's the rest of your money at?
Oh, no. Look at that. Haru's left with his army. Look what this guy's doing now. He's moving in and taking out several picks here from behind. 3 picks just go instantly down to this guy's arm. This guy might just be base racing now. But this guy has another base that's just so far away that Haru can't really take out.
Yeah, Haru got the memo finally and put down his own base in the south to be able to compete in the space race here. But I like the armies better for this guy. If they end up clashing, you know, this Squirrel Cam composition should wreck over that Squizzard.
Definitely. Now they both should be. No, they're not starving. Both aren't starving. Why is Haru not starving?
Oh,
yes,
he has a campfire.
Oh, okay, I see. All right, well, a fight goes in here, and it seems
Wow.
like Haru, just with the help of the balloon, actually manages to take it. And this guy, despite his shenanigans, is slowly starting to lose this match here. And Haru knows something is up behind his base, maybe. He's gonna check here, and he's gonna find a base. Cheeky plays from this guy.
Oh my god, I'm surprised that Haru ended up winning that engagement. That balloon really putting in some work, and I think Haru also just took a really favorable engagement. Like, I don't think this guy's army was right in the right spot for that. But he is gonna defend for now.
Yeah, and
he's got a chameleon, which is
He's got a
big.
cam, yeah. He's got a cam that might actually bring him to victory. He does take down the mill here. There's only a campfire left for Haru. What are we looking at this game? Haru's gonna move over to defend his campfire course here because he knows this guy wants that. This guy wants that campfire. He's moving around the camp.
Haru needs to go, nice pickup.
Yeah, he gets to pick off 1T1, and in this situation, just that little bit of value means a lot.
That's huge.
Yeah, and look, he's healing in the water now, so...
Good. If I'm Haru, I want to go kill that tier 2 warren in my lizards, I think.
Yeah, but does he really know it exists there?
Yeah, he knows it's there.
Yeah, definitely with the cam still being in existence, yeah. But I think this guy is just going to keep going in to try and take small value trades with these cams and then heal them in the water.
Double cam. Here we go. We're going to see the abuse here. If this guy does it right, this is value
and
city.
Both of them get out, and he gets to take down 3 lizards like that, and he just heals them again. He's really just looking to build up as much value as he can using that.
Yeah, if Haru can't put together a critical number of tier 1 to just delete these cams, and there's one.
One of them go down.
That's huge. That's huge. Haru's in a much better spot now. And here are those lizards to knock out that warren. Yeah. Oh man, I think that's it. I think Haru is gonna take it from here. Let's see.
Maybe. This guy might have some cheeky things in the back here. We might see what's... An unexpected victory come out. Nothing in this game has been expected so far, so, you know... Can't guarantee it. Oh, he gets to pick off another lizard.
That was sick. He baited the lizards to come up and try to kill those mines and pick them off with his chameleon. But doesn't have any warrens, and he's trying to build more farms here, but he really's got to get a few squirrels up or something. And these lizards, oh no! That building farm.
This is so sad. He's starving now. He still only has that one lizard. The one lizard's gonna go fight the lizards, but no! The one cam can't really deal enough damage, and this guy loses the match, bringing it to 3-1 to Haru. What a tournament.